let me get to this next topic, right? That was a sneaky link right there. Like, yo, let me get to the second topic. Why is it often we often look at it as women's intuition, but when it's a man, then we say it's insecurities. Like, why is that such a difference, do you think?
That's a good question.
That is.
That's a real good one. Why do you often think that we say as women it's intuition and as men it's insecurity? Damn, I don't know why we say it like that. I think, we don't want to say we insecure. We feeling insecure, but a lot of times, sometimes we do feel a little insecure about something. It's human nature, okay? We all got a little moment where we're like, damn, and then you got to pick ourselves back up. Why do we say that? I don't know. Maybe it's to make ourselves our egos.
Men are insecure too, though.
Yeah, they are. They are insecure too. I'm not gonna lie.
Like if you go to sleep early,
it's an issue. Yeah.
Are you tired? Why are you tired?
I like how y'all did that. Y'all done deflected the whole shit.
We had to. You feel me?
I like how.
When all else fell, just flip it back onto the men. Like,
no, let's not flip it on the men. Let's not even do that this time. Let's not.
That's instinctual. That's an intuition right there. Just flip it on the men. Like,
I think it's because women, we just, like I said, you know how they always tell men stay out of women's business or something like that. Don't speak on certain topics. For women, it's women is sensitive for us, so it's different. But men, it's you being insecure. Growing up, you always had to have it tough, right? And you had to man up and stuff like that. So insecure, you being we could put that on you. But for us, it's intuition because I don't know how to explain it.
But
I don't know.
Real. Intuition is real. We have gut feelings.
We do.
And give us an example.
So if I say, I feel like you over here, you at somebody's house that you're not supposed to be at their house, and I'm right, then I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm still right.
So what? You wrong and you right.
Sometimes you might have a dream about it.
Yes.
Nah.
Yeah, I be having a lot of dreams.
I be having
dreams.
You're not about to do that.
I be having
Your father, Martin Luther King?
You know what?
I had a dream.
He had a dream.
He balls, so that count.
I be feeling it in my gut. I just know.
Never wrong.
But let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
Before y'all get this gut feeling in y'all stomach, whatever.
Oh wow.
do y'all notice something first?
I noticed something first.
When somebody's moving funny.
And you pick up on the patterns. Sounds
like it sounds like y'all talking about common sense then, not women intuition.
But think about it, men are more logic than women because we rely on our emotions a lot. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes we know things, but we oh, whatever. You feel me? Because we like that person or whatever the case may be, but we're more emotional. We oh, but that's how we are. But y'all no. Y'all are more logical than us.
Yeah, so that would bring more cadence. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was about to say, if we more logical, that means that our intuition would be more correct than y'all, because y'all basing it off emotion.
Turn the camera off.
She said,
I don't know.
She said,
maybe sometimes. Maybe.
The only thing I find interesting about women's intuition, why does women intuition only kick in when y'all think a man is cheating? Y'all never say, damn, my intuition is saying that I ain't treating him right, or he ain't happy in a relationship. It's only it's only when y'all suspect a man of cheating. That's the only time y'all intuition supposedly kick in. And that's not even intuition. That's just y'all overthinking about things. I think y'all be confusing intuition with overthinking.
Sometimes we may be overthinking.
No, my intuition never led me wrong.
Me either. Lately, it hasn't. It hasn't ever led me wrong.
Okay, when it came to you discovering something about a man, right? It never led you wrong, right? But what about his happiness? Did it lead you? Did you?
If you're not happy, talk to me about
it.
Well, but what about your woman intuition? That's what I'm saying. Is it one side? Is it only for negativity or picking up? You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is listen.
Once again, she said, "Cut the camera."
Because now we getting attacked.
But you have to flip it. Let's flip it on that. Talk about how men are insecure.
Oh man, the number one tactic.
Let's talk about how men are intentional. That's the one. How y'all don't know y'allself, so y'all can't cater to nobody else.
And let's talk about how men don't really heal. It's on to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Come on. When are you going to sit down with yourself and your feelings? You can't.
Who's more likely to jump in relationships, men or women? On to the next. On to the next.
Listen.
Let's talk about it.
It depends on the person.
About it.
I don't think it's men or women, though. I feel like it depends on the person.
Huh?
I don't feel like it's men or women. I feel like it depends on the person.
No.
What?
It does
Jumping into
depend on the
relationships?
person too.
100%.
Say jumping in relationships?
Yes.
Or just situationships
How
or
many
whatever.
relationships you been in your life?
Why he came for you like that?
Because I
No
see
answer.
It. I see it in her. Like, you know
She
what
said
I mean?
no
It's
answer.
like, it got to be like 10 in them. Like,
No.
How much?
No answer.
Huh?
No answer.
No answer, right?
She said
I've been in 2. How much you been in?
I think I've been in about like 5. Yeah.
5, Drew?
3.
3. I mean, that sound like jumping. That sound like
And I'm in my
jumping.
30s, so
What?
Well, this is the thing. When I say like on to the next, jumping from the
Talking
next
about sex.
person, I'm just talking about dealing with people, period. But it could be sex. That's a strong one. Like it definitely is prominent sex, but I feel like it is always to another situation or like something to like entertain or like get your mind off or whatever. Like I feel like it's never like with men predominantly. Some may really take time to themselves, but I feel like with men, you guys don't really give yourselves time to heal or sit with your emotions a lot.
I don't think
That's a fact.
I
Be
don't think we
vulnerable.
was
That's
taught
the
that.
word.
I don't think we was taught that growing up. I do think it's changing now, though. Like,
Yeah.
that we are taking time to focus on our mental and get that right before going into other
Yeah.
situations. Or,
Because then you bump into people and then you bump into the wrong one. Like maybe she was like, you probably start, feeling her, but then you're not healed from whatever, happened before. So now you bleeding on her in a way. And it's kind of like, you get what I'm saying?
I also think that's actually women as well too, though.
Yeah, sometimes that
Because
happens.
when you jumping on to the next one to replace what the last one did to you without healing,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's the same shit.
And the person usually, if they're smart enough, like I can read people like a book. So like
nowadays.
I can read people like a book. So when they come to me, I already know what's up. I'm like, give me like a week or two. I'm like, yeah, you're not healed. They're like,
basically, if you're not healed, don't jump into another relationship.
absolutely.
Right.
Or don't jump into a situation or know who you're dealing with, what type of woman you're dealing with.
A relationship is different from just talking to somebody, though, too, right?
Exactly.
So how would a man jump in? Like, how often do a man try to jump in a relationship with you ladies? Or do you think women pursue the relationship part?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think women pursue it, but I feel like
That's a really good
depends on what type of woman it is. Sometimes, I love y'all questions. Y'all are good.
We asking basic questions. Like,
Really?
No, because it's different to hear it from a man.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it's the women that are asking this question amongst ourselves. But to hear a guy,
Yeah.
it's different.
I think we do. We be in our feelings and like, we like, damn, like having fairy tales and stuff.
Why
like
you
that.
stringing me along? Or are we together? What is it? And you like,
what are we?
I dip.
No, asking what are we is
crazy.
yeah.
Asking what are we are crazy?
Yeah, because you know what we everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, clearly y'all don't, because y'all always asking the question. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Like,
thought we
every time we
did,
have
like,
sex, what are we? Like, come on,
That's
don't
crazy.
do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that.
Are
Like,
we?
Nah.
We are nothing.
don't act like y'all never asked it. Y'all never didn't ask that question.
But that's why it's important to like know who you're
Yeah,
dealing with.
and open communication.
I always say women should, if they're going to date with intentions, they should tell that to the man.
Like I start
That's
asking
true.
like real serious important questions from the start. Like, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? And
Right.
from your response is like, how
Yeah.
I'm gonna move if I know I want to deal with you or not.
Or
And
not, yeah.
I do want to go back to the, dating with and being intentional when you're dating. We always tell men that they should be intentional, but we don't never tell women that they should be intentional too, because there's a lot of women who know they don't want to be in a relationship with that nigga, but they gonna take that date or they gonna take that outing just
Right.
because they want that photo op or they want that
Right.
meal. There are women out there that will just use a man for his resources, his time, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So women also don't take, men as seriously or these first dates as seriously as that y'all want men to, like, you know what I mean? So that's why men are saying, like, I would rather have that coffee date first, not do nothing too crazy, because if I
Right.
start at level 5, I can't go down, because now it look like, oh, I'm giving less, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I already, if I'm
Great
setting
point.
a bar up here, I
get
can't
it.
go any higher, like, you get what I'm saying? Now we got to go skydiving or some shit because I went to fucking Nobu on the first date, like, you get what I'm saying? So, like, I think men
Or take you to the sugar spot. What is it called again?
Sugarous.
Sugar.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's
Absolutely.
that's crazy.
Take
Yo,
your
that's
gem
crazy thinking
body.
a girl to get her shit waxed on the first date. Like, yo, surprise. Like, you know what I'm saying? That would be crazy though.
Sugared.
It's sugar.
Sugar.
Oh, my
Mhm.
fault. My fault.
Yeah.
Sugar. Like, let me get to this next
Get it
topic.
right, nigga.
My fault. Yo, hit that like button, man. If y'all enjoying the conversation, hit that like button. Comment your favorite part down below. Subscribe if y'all not already subscribed. And hit that notification bell, man. We need y'all to stay up to date on all the drops. Every Friday we drop. And every Tuesday we drop the podcast audio.